What's up guys, it's Chief here, and today I'm going to be showing you 5 things you need to avoid doing at the start of EAFC 24 so you can get the best start on Ultimate Team. But before we jump into that, I'm going to show you the easiest way for you to get some coins. If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 5% off at checkout. Now let's get right into this video. Alright boys, so diving into today's video, mistake number 1 that I see a lot from new players and I try to tell people to avoid is avoid going into online games, specifically division rivals, with the starter team that you get. So at the beginning of Ultimate Team, you pick a nation for your starter pack and you'll get a squad that looks a little bit like this, with a mix of bronze, silvers, and a couple golds based around the nation that you picked. And a lot of people want to jump right into online games, but there's a couple reasons not to do that. Number 1 is the first thing you're going to want to do at the beginning of the game is start working through your foundations objectives and starter SBCs. And the reason for this is these foundations objectives are super simple, like getting 12 chemistry on your squad, changing your club's name, things like that. And you're going to get a load of coins and packs that are going to be used to upgrade your squad. And the second thing, as mentioned, is the starter SBCs. With the beginning SBCs here that you'll find under the foundations tab, you get a bunch of like different player picks, gold packs, everything like that, which you're going to get basically free players and ways to build your club up that are going to make your squad better. So these are super quick to do, those objectives in these SBCs. So those need to be done first. And then I recommend first jumping into squad battles because there's a lot of things you can get done in squad battles. Number 1 is more of these foundations objectives where you're going to get packs, coin boost, all that good stuff. And then number 2 is some of these milestone objectives are super good and you can get done in squad battles. For example, we've had this for like 4 years now. You score 100 finesse goals, you get a 50k pack, and that's going to be a huge boost to your squad. So I highly recommend just kind of like grinding those objectives in SBCs, which should only take half an hour basically, until you get to the point where you have a squad that looks similar to this one I'm going to show you in terms of like just a full gold starter squad. You've played some squad battles, you've got your coin boost, you've put together a very decent team like this, and then you can jump into division rivals. There's just so many other things you can do to upgrade your squad before getting into online gameplay. Now you're into online gameplay and stuff, the next mistake that I see big time is that as people get coins, they will just spend all the coins they get on their next player that they want. So for example, if I had this squad right now, I would just be saving all my coins I have to get maybe like a Kingsley Coman upgrade. So as soon as I got like 7, 8k, whatever it is to buy Kingsley Coman, people would go spend the coins to buy him, and then you'd be right back down to 0. This is a big no-no, and the reason why is this is going to prevent you from continuing to make coins, because at the beginning of the game, it's all about having constant income, always having things on your transfer list that are going to sell. So, and it is always the fact that the more coins you have, the easier it is to make coins. So if I want to go sit here and trade, if I only had 1,000 coins, I could only maybe bid on like one Carlos Soler at a time. But I'm sitting here with 10,000 coins, I can bid on multiple of this guy and just make way more coins. So let's say you're going to you want to buy a Kingsley Coman for your team and he's 8,000 coins. I recommend trading up to say 15,000 coins, and then when you buy him, you still have 7,000 to 8,000 coins left. So highly discourage spending all your coins on your team and buying up tons and tons of players, because you need to have coins to trade with. And that kind of leads into our next section here, which is avoiding building an expensive team until you've completed a bunch of the objectives and SBCs that are going to give you untradable packs. So for example, this year, The hybrid leagues, hybrid nations, and league and nation hybrid SBCs give you all untradable packs. You get 50Ks, mega packs, rare electrums. You're going to get a load of good players in these packs. And what you'll see is a lot of people will build super good teams and then they'll kind of complete these SBCs. And in these SBCs, you're going to pack cards that you want to build your team around because these are untradable. If I go pack, say, Diogo Jota, then I'm going to go for a Premier League team, obviously, because I want to build around that card. Or let's say in the objectives, you complete that 50K pack and you pack like a Neymar or something. You get something crazy and you want to go for a Brazilian team. I think it's important to not go and spend all your coins building a squad until you've completed some of these things that are going to give you untradeable packs. So typically what I'll do is I'll rock like a 15,000 coin squad, something similar to what I showed you here, until I've completed all those untradeable objectives, packs, everything like that. And then I see kind of the good players that I packed and what I'm going to build my squad around. So I think that's a big one as well. So that's what, 4 things down there, or 3 things down. So our next one is going to be, now you've got a nice base to your club. Avoid only spending your time playing matches. This is a massive one. I see a lot of people, once they kind of get a good start to their club, they're really just going to sit there and just play matches nonstop, whether it be div rivals. After they get their 8 wins, maybe they'll, just keep grinding and grinding. It's important to stay trading, whether it be active trading, whether it be something that's going to kind of make you passive income because you just have a lot of it listed on your transfer list. It's important. I always try to have at least 50 items selling on my transfer list. And this could be anything. This could be chemistry styles. This could be, this year would have been position modifiers, but these are no longer there. But avoid only playing matches because there are just so many ways to make coins in foot that you really, really need to be taking advantage of every aspect of it. And it also kind of ties into another point where don't stay locked in on just one game mode. For example, maybe we go look at the moments section. Last year, there was like a welcome pack for the moments that was like 50 stars for a 50K pack. You get that. And then you get your squad battles in for the weekend. And then you get some rivals games in. You get some objectives in friendlies. And then you play a draft. It's important to just recognize the best parts of every aspect of foot that are going to give you kind of like the biggest advantage. And again, as time goes on and we get the game, I'll be sharing with you guys, what exactly is the best way right now for you to be making coins and the best way for you to spend your time. So that's our 4th one. And our 5th and final point is going to be regarding squad building challenges. These are a massive part of the game now, obviously. And there's so many mistakes that come along with SBCs I see from people. And number one, I see every single year, and I try to tell people every single year, do not do every single player SBC that you see pop up. Granted, this time of the year, obviously everybody's doing all these player SBCs because why not? But beginning of the year, I see it every single time. Everybody is doing every SBC player that comes out. And like it might be a 15, 20K player, whatever it is, but I guarantee you in a week, you're not going to be using that card. So I always give reviews on these SBC cards, whether I think they're good value, whether I think you should be doing them. Pay attention. Do not do every player SBC because it's a big coin sink. And that's why they release so much of this content, is because they want you to dump your liquid coins into these SBC players. So please avoid doing every single SBC. And number 2 that I see is, especially when it comes to the foundations SBCs, the hybrid leagues, the hybrid nations, the league and nation hybrid, is copying footbin solutions to complete these SBCs. If you don't know what I mean by this, I'll jump over to footbin here. And footbin always has for SBCs like what people call the cheapest solution, right? And it's never the cheapest solution because when you go in here and you go click on one of these squads because you want to see the cheapest way to complete it, this top option, everybody's doing that top option and it drives the price of players up. So I highly recommend avoiding these footbin solutions for building your squads. And there are ways to take advantage of these and make coins which we'll talk about in the future. But please do avoid just copying footbin solutions. It's a great way to just overspend on SBCs and really end up losing out on a lot of coins. So guys, those are the 5 things I recommend you avoid at the beginning of EAFC 24 Ultimate Team. If you have anything else you want to add, any questions, please drop stuff in the comments down below. I respond to everybody, so let me know what you guys think. But that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.